All right, you guys, welcome back to another episode here where I have been inspired to build another house that I do not know how to describe based off of a picture that I saw on Instagram. And I'm going to go ahead and throw that picture up right now. You can take a look at that. I really don't know how to describe it. I would say maybe it's a modern house. I don't know. It's a very simple house though, so I hope you do enjoy this tutorial. And if you do enjoy my tutorials, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new, because I'd love to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2022. Additionally, I do have an outfit change, in case you can't tell. It is officially a Little Red Riding Hood outfit, but it's whatever. But I do like Little Red Riding Hood, so we'll go with that. Now without further ado, on with the tutorial. So to start out, this house is very simple, as I said. It's basically one big rectangle. You have this entire space here, which is going to be the whole house, aside from the porch that we're going to have off to the side. This house is 13 by 19. And what you're going to want to do is find your corner that you want to start on and place a smooth quartz block. Then bring out quartz pillars over 12, going back, and then another smooth quartz block, giving you the 13. On the back wall, you're going to bring out these quartz pillars again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, until you hit up with this dark oak. And on the front, you're going to bring it out by 9. After you have your 9 pillars brought out, you're going to finish off this row with 9 planks of dark oak. This side, bring it over another 12, because we're not counting the corner that's already been placed, so you'll have a wall of 13 matching up with that side. And then you'll bring this over again, not 9 but 11, because it's a little off-centered in the back compared to the front, just by these 2 blocks here. If you wanted to, you could always make it symmetrical, but it would look a little different on the back side that I have designed basically. So for the porch, I used calcite. It's going to be on this front corner here that has the 9 columns and the 9 dark oak and then the 1 smooth quartz. Going from this corner here, we want calcite over 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And on the other side, calcite 4 blocks. And then you're going to bring it forward 4. So counting this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to bring it down and around and fill it in. Once you have your calcite put in, we're going to go ahead and put in these little pillars that are going to hold up the front entry porch thingy. I don't even know what to call it. It's going to go up 4, what is this called? Deep slate tiled walls, and then a dark oak fence on top. You're going to do that on the corners there, 1, 2, 3, 4, the middle corner here, and the back corner here. Then on top of it, you're going to fill it with with black concrete. And it's just going to take the entirety of this porch, basically. So you don't want it to go over the columns. You just want it to line up. So it'll be exactly 4, like we did with the porch. Now on top of this, I did add a bunch of black carpet, sorry, just so that it had a different texture on top, because it looked a little strange to me, given how harsh and black this looks with shaders on. And at least with the wool, it kind of breaks it up a little bit with the contrasting colors within the black carpet itself. On the front here, I did add some smooth quartz half slabs to make it look like stairs to get up. You could also do it on this side if you'd like, although it's up to you. Now for everything that's quartz here, we're going to bring it up 6 more blocks. So it's a total of 7 blocks tall, because we're counting this area that we've already put down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, till we're on level with this deck, porch, whatever, covering area. And you're going to do the same thing with all of the quartz pillars. So I'm going to go ahead and bring them all up another 6 blocks till they're 7 blocks tall. Once you have your walls up like this, it's time to go ahead and put in our windows and front door. So we're going to start with the front door. It's going to be 2 blocks wide and of course made of glass, like I always do, and 4 blocks tall. On the top 2 blocks here, we're going to put 2 full glass black blocks. Then we're going to do black stained glass lining this section and bringing the first and the top out by 1 with a dark oak fence in the middle, giving you a little door design like that. Our first big window is going to be 1 block over from the door and 3 blocks wide, lined with these smooth quartz stairs. And we're going to come up another 3 for the window, and on another one up, so it's a 3 by 3 window lined with these smooth quartz stairs, so you have 1 layer of column above and below it still in place. Then we're going to come over again, and we're going to skip one block, but on this block, we're going to just mark out these 3 blocks like so. And you could, if you wanted to, make it so there's like 2 of them and frame them with these smooth quartz stairs, but I preferred to keep them as just simple blocks because it looks very almost 70s like, I would say, like those houses that have those blocks of glass type of thing. Yeah, you know what I mean. And as for the window here, I did also 2 columns of black stained glass panels and then 1 column of white stained glass panel, just to give it a little bit more differentiation between the 2. On the side here, we're going to skip 1, 2, 3. And on the 4th, we're going to put 2 smooth quartz stairs. Again, it's going to be just as tall. So 3 blocks tall, 2 over. And again, we're going to do from the other corner, 1, 2, 3, then 2 by 5, basically, and 3 in the middle, like that. For these 2, I just left them as solid black, but you could do whatever you'd like. If you wanted to mix up the glass stained panels, go for it. Then on the back here, we're going to come over by 2, break another 2 by 5, put in the 2 smooth quartz stairs, put in our glass panels. Then we're going to do 1 more window, 2 more blocks over. Again, the same amount, 5 blocks punched out with glass panels in, but only 1 block wide because we have our dark oak starting here. So I didn't want to make this any wider. And it does give it a more interesting look having it slightly different size than the other windows. Additionally, working on this quartz section first, I did include some carpet on top of the sides here. Oops, that's not carpet. So I put some string here and put black carpet. Right here, I didn't put it because the dark oak actually is going to come over 2 blocks on top, so this is not necessary to come over. But for everything else that has a quartz pillar, I did the string and then the black carpet hanging out 1 block over from the wall. And I personally like doing something like this just because it adds a little extra. When you're looking at it from the side, you can see like a line of black, and you don't get that very often in Minecraft considering how everything is just a block or a half slab. So having just this tiny delicate line really adds some extra detail and color if you mix it up to your build, in my opinion. Then on top here, we're also going to basically fill in a rooftop deck like thing, starting here, because like I said, dark oak is going to cover these 2 blocks here. You put a black stained glass panel, then we're going to do 2 white, then 2 black, 2 white, 1 black on the corner, 2 white, 2 black, 2 white, 2 black, 2 white. Wait, what? Oh, this side is only 1. I'm so sorry. So on the sides, basically, on the front and the back, it's going to be 1 black there, then 2 white, 2 black, 2 white, and 1 black on the corner, so they should match up. But for this longer side here, the 13 blocks, it's going to be 2 white, 1 black, 2 white, 1 black. And there you have it. I did bring this up by 2, so I'm going to do that. And then add some carpet on top of all the glass. Did I just call glass grass? I probably did. Then for the rest of this, we're going to go ahead and fill it in with some smooth quartz. It could be really whatever you'd like right here on this layer. And it's going to, of course, the deck is going to just take it from the glass all the way over because everything else on the left side of this is going to be this dark oak portion of the build. So basically you have to fill in 11 and counting this one by 7 to get this floor in. And then you've basically finished the entirety of this build that is quartz. Now to get started on the dark oak, you're going to bring this side here from this corner to this corner up another 10 blocks, so it'll be a total of 11 blocks tall, and fill it in. Then for the rest of these 2 sides here, you're basically going to go up at an arch like this. So you have your wall here that goes up by 11. You're going to bring it out 1 more, so this column by 11. Then it's going to go up to 12, 12, up 13, 13, up 14, 14, up 15, 15, and the last one right here to 16. Now these 2 are not going to be a full 16 blocks of planks because they do line up with the columns right there. So these are actually 8 and 9 blocks tall versus this max is 15 here because it goes all the way down to the ground. On the other side though, we don't have this column sticking out, so it will go all the way up to 15 and then 16 because we're taking it from the ground up. So I'm going to go ahead and fill both of these sides in. Now the next thing we're going to do is add some deep slate tiles to outline the dark oak a bit more and give it a little more interest to it. So this first dark oak plank column here, we're going to bring up deep slate tiles 7 blocks tall, and then put a half slab on top. Now this half slab we are going to take all the way around all these dark oak planks to the back until we reach this carpet over here. And again, we're going to bring down these tiles all the way down to the ground, which is another 7 blocks down, until we have this nice little outline shape like this. It kind of lets you know like, oh, this is where the second floor starts when you think about it, but it also just looks nice. And as for the roof, we're also going to be using these deep slate tiles. We're going to start essentially at covering this full block on the shortest edge here, so the blocks that go up by 11. So you're going to cover the full block with deep slate tiles. And like I always do, I'm going to bring it out 1 block on the side of the dark oak itself, so it gives it a little extra definition and shadowing like that. Then we're going to go up by half slabs, but of course on this part that overhangs the wall essentially, you want it to be a full block, so over 1 and then up, over 1 and then up, not like doing just up like this, because that will show the deep slate behind it, and it also just doesn't look as interesting in my opinion. And it's also a lot harder when you do it like that to have the roof line up with it perfectly, so that's why I always make it a full block instead as we go up. And of course, once you get to this section, you're going to bring it out again by 1, overhanging it. So again, it adds a little shadow to the edge when we put it in. Once you have it like this, you can go ahead and bring the whole roof over to the other side. It's going to be identical. I didn't do any types of changing like where I'd have an outline and then another roof. Nah, not this time. This time it's all deep slate tiles. Additionally here, I forgot to mention, we're going to connect up these tall pieces of dark oak. And we're going to bring it all the way down to the floor here and connect the whole thing and fill it all in. So now that we have the build actually in place, it's time to do the final detailing. Most of the windows that I did on the dark oak itself do not include stairs like this to flank it like I did with this guy here. And I'll just go ahead and show you how. The first biggest one here, it's going to be 1 block over and 1 block up from the ground. And it's going to be 5 by 5. You can remove all this, which seems silly because I just put it in, but it's fine. Then I went ahead and I made like this interesting design in it. And it just looks like a T, I guess, on the side. And then for this upper part here, we do have one that goes up 1, 2 here. And it's 2 blocks tall. And it's going to go all the way over until we have 2 blocks left of the wall here. This one, I just kept it simple. I did 1, and then I did 2 whites, and then 1, and then 2 whites, and then 1. Nice and simple. Then for the back here, I also kept it pretty simple. I did this kind of like smiley face thing, basically. Is that right? Like that. So this first one comes in 2 blocks, single glass pane, over 2 blocks, 3 glass panes, 2 blocks, 1 glass pane. And it looks like this kind of smile going on. Then on this corner here, I took inspiration from the windows we did on the quartz columns and just did 3 separate ones like that. On this corner bit here, we also did a 5 by 5 in a different way. How much is that? 1, 2, 3. It's very hard to see. 4 and 5. And then over another 4. And we did this on both this side and on this side. And on here, I just went ahead and did it as some stripes between white and black glass panes. Until you have something that looks like that. Then again, I took more inspiration and did another 3 little blocks of panes like that. Then up here on this top section here, I did another just 2 singular, I believe like this. Actually not. Like that. And then I had another 3 by 3, but this one I did use dark oak stairs to frame it, so technically it's a 3 by 5, then the stairs, and then the glass. And the reason why I'm using mostly white stained glass on this side is just because of shaders, because it's darker over here in the shadows. Of course, use whatever colored glass you're going for in your builds. Then up here for the actual deck area, I did my usual center this door in the middle. Let's make sure 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. And then I did a 4x3, 3 black glass blocks. Blocks, yeah. 3 black glass panes on each side. Bring it forward by 1 on the top and bottom. And then let's just build a little frame here. And of course include lovely, I think I actually just kept it, oops, where it looks like one door swung open basically. Yeah, like that. Then we did do some windows here, just 1 block over, and 4 blocks technically. Then we have the 2 stairs, and then 2 block tall windows. Just kidding, they're 3 block tall windows. Bring the stairs down by 1, and 1 on the other side. My bad, that should look like that. Then on the top here, I went up on the 3rd block above the door, broke it out, put in the 3 block right there, then up again, not the 3rd block, but the 2nd one above this window, went over by 1 more, same thing, so 1, 2, and then this one. And then you have, again, more windows. And that's actually it for this build. I didn't do any interior or anything, but as you see, you walk in, it's quite a lot of space, especially if you wanted it to be like a starter house. It totally works. You could easily switch out the quartz for something else, even if you just wanted to keep it all as concrete, you could totally do that. The only thing is some of these windows that have the stairs would just be concrete, and that would still be fine. Calcite too, obviously you can make this all quartz or switch this to concrete as well. Again, I only used quartz because it has the slabs and the stairs that I wanted to use for some of these windows and such. But yeah, that's going to have to do it for this episode today, you guys. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure you leave a like down below, comment if you have anything to comment, and subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll see y'all in the next episode. Until then, bye guys.